Superelevation. It's a number of discrete steps to superelevate a corridor. It can be in its own design file. It can be in a file that's shared with the corridor with geometry. We're going to have it set up in its own file, and it works across references. Basically, you create superelevation sections which are related to curves and the horizontal. Within those, you have superelevation lanes, which essentially are memory positions for the fundamentals of superelevation, which is stations and cross slopes. Okay, so superelevation lanes allow you to store stations and cross slopes. Okay, we can do calculations. Those results get stored in the lanes. Okay, and then ultimately, these superelevation gets applied to the corridor, which is in a separate later exercise. So what we're going to do here is we're going to create the sections, the lanes, do the calculations, and do some review. The superelevation tools are under corridor modeling, and it's the third one here. So creating the superelevation sections is the first tool. It's pretty much sequential left to right. If you click this one, it will go ahead and roll into the next tool, the next tool. Okay. But basically, this is creating the sections, this is creating the lanes where the calculations are stored, and this is creating the map. Okay. Later on, we will assign it to the corridor. So we can do superelevation in here, but we are going to do it in its own file. So I will do File Open, and I'm going to pull up superelevation. If you're doing metric, do the superelevation metric. I'm going to open that up. It's a blank file referencing other things. It's referencing the geometry. Okay. So the first thing we're going to do is we're going to create superelevation sections. Okay. Before I do that, let's kind of review what the big picture is. We got a northbound and a southbound, but we're going to have a control point, which is the inside edge of pavement. We're going to superelevate the lanes themselves. Okay, and then we're going to superelevate the shoulders, the outside shoulders. The inside shoulder will be controlled by a rollover lock. Okay, but we're going to have two different ranges. One is the pavement itself, and the other one's going to be the shoulders.